the 3.23. Biggest patch, biggest overhauls, biggest changes, possibly affecting every part of the game. So the first newest features, if we are to go into the game, would be character customization. We still have an option to use the old blending method, or at least parts of it, but it's been changed to be a bit more detailed, user-friendly, and allowing you to pick between plenty of these different new hairstyles and feature customizations, which we previously did not have. So the second new feature is of course the new Mobiglass, improved health view, overhauled missions tab, and so forth. Not everything was of course updated, and some of these tabs will get updated on a later date, but it's good to see that it is visually more appealing than the old version, which was rather bare bones and kept very basic. Part of this can also be considered the new Maps app, which is in general a whole complex of maps itself. You can view it from the aspect of the star system. You can view it from an aspect of the planet, and you can view it from the aspect of the local map, and even the mini map in the corner of your UI visor. You can zoom in and out and plot your course, making it probably the best feature and one of the more requested features of this game. In general, I think this is one of the better changes since the old map system wasn't functioning always rather well and was causing quite a bit of problems. Now the visor's UI is also another thing they improved. All of our views of the minimap, notifications, ammo count, and even some helmets giving you a crosshairs for your weapon. The overall revamped interactions, looting, trading, customization. In general, the streamlined shopping experience, as they refer to it, but it's probably one of the best features because it allows us to customize our interactions with the objects. Also allowing us to make clear distinctions between items and interactions with these items. For example, if we are browsing items, checking them, their prices, and actually buying them actively and not just from a terminal. The new and improved looting screen, which is also a really nice addition since it allows us to see if an opponent or corpse or an item we are looting has the type of ammo for the weapon we are using just by hovering over it. That is of course one of the better things that was needed for a long while. With looting, I'm just hoping that everything works perfectly, because the old looting system would sometimes fight against you, not allowing you to store all the items you had room for, or perhaps even swapping equipping them. And from looting, let's head over to, well, lootable items, scopes. Scopes themselves have been a bit more streamlined, made beautiful, and the weapons themselves have been made to feel a bit more realistic to some of their roles. This doesn't mean that your energy-based weapons won't have recoil, because for balance issues, gameplay issues, and the feel of it, they won't really touch those things. And the new reloading allowing us to reload our weapon and combine together old magazines, showing us ammo counts and even allowing us to reload from our backpack, which will take slightly longer. The new EVA flight mechanic. Outside of a vehicle in space, we now have this Superman pose for our flight suits. We will have an actual smooth experience moving around, directioning ourselves, and perhaps even using weapons out in zero gravity spaces. Visually looking extremely cool, and perhaps one of the best things they could have done with this, because the previous flat standing up pose wasn't really that interesting, and maneuvering in it was even worse. It of course depends a bit more on how our experience will be if we are to interact with some ship that is out in space and we need to board it. There is zero gravity on board that ship and we actually need to maneuver around. Do we still need to position ourselves very carefully, or perhaps we can be a bit more free in this movement? The whole new space combat and ships being turned more towards their roles with some specialities of certain ships, of course. The new water simulation, the new fauna with some birds and some beasties, the new distribution centers and missions, improvements to the hybrid replication layer allowing us to connect back to the servers, overall visual graphics and stability changes, new game modes for the Arena Commander, new race maps of course, And there will be engineering gameplay, which I'm actually really looking forward to, as that will be an interesting display. And with the 3.23x patch, we will get the new hangars, ships, and cargo. They also gave us a few other news regarding this patch and further on, which was the new Invictus week will last for 2 weeks. The Mirai Pulse will be a new ground hover vehicle. There will be the LX Racing variant, and the Standard Pulse, which is a laser Gatlin hoverbike, which is extremely small. The 3.23 is pretty huge, and the changes to most aspects, if not all, of the gameplay are very remarkable. There are probably some things which I didn't cover or didn't go deep enough because there's just so much to discuss, but it is beautiful to see all of its different parts coming together and getting improved for a better, smoother experience, because Star Citizen for quite a long while was rough around the edges. Some of its UI, some of its gameplay, some of its aspects, some of its stability was even problematic years ago. But this is an incredibly big addition with a lot of these minor things, making the overall player experience a lot better. But as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.